Right, we're back with another episode of the On The Bench podcast. It's a special episode. I got kind of like my uncle, it's my cousin's pops, but very special episode because without him, I believe, I wouldn't be into football. He took me to my first football match. As a child, he used to bring me to all my football as a kid at Ealing Whistlers, and when I was 6, 7 years old, innit?
Right.
Older than that.
Nah, I was about 6,
Older,
7.
brother.
I was.
Sorry. About 7, 8. 7, 8. Yeah, probably like 7, 8.
Yeah. All my football memories as a child actually comes from Uncle Brian, man. So big thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you very much.
Episode,
thank you very much.
I love football because you are, man. So I could say it really truly because it stemmed from you. So yeah, on the bench today, we're gonna start from my right. My cousin's back. First black Newcastle fan in Newcastle history.
Is that bad, Jack, man? Are you me?
I don't know.
The Newcastle.
Black Geordie's in the building.
The black Geordie's in the building. How you doing,
Salute to Andy Cole, man. You know what it is.
How you doing, anyway, cuz?
Yeah, man. All good.
Long time, man.
So I'll pass through again, innit? You know what I mean?
All right, cool. You don't got slapped up. We're going to touch on...
Behave yourself.
We're going to touch on...
Behave yourself.
My moose. Alright, we're going to touch on that. And also, to my left, we got Uncle Brian. He's a Leeds fan. They both support some weird teams. We've got Newcastle and we've got Leeds.
Just missing the other one. Aston Villa.
And that's it, yeah. It's going to be your son, boy. Dad, I support Port Vale. Where did that come from, man? DNA. And on my far left, we've got Mr. Talk to Frank, a.k.a. Mr. Roy Keane. How you doing, Frankie boy? Oh, you went up to the match yesterday, the Tottenham United game. They lost again. How was it down there? How was the atmosphere?
Groundhog Day, mate.
How was the atmosphere down there?
It's just not the same anymore, man. It's just been tough. It was tough watching, tough viewing. Quality, not enough quality up front.
Yeah.
Defense wasn't too bad, to be fair, yesterday, but we just can't finish.
Yeah.
We missed chances. Garnacho missed an absolute sitter.
Yeah,
and I was screaming as well in the crowd. I was saying, if we can score one, we're winning this game because Tottenham were there for the taking. Tottenham weren't good. Tottenham have beaten us 3 times this season. At Old Trafford in the Premier League, the first game when they beat us 3-0, they were the better team easily. But in the League Cup, when we lost 4-3, and in this game, there wasn't a lot about them.
What do you make of managers, such as your current and new manager, Amarin, but other managers in general saying, these are my tactics, and I don't change? What do you make of that? Because they've come from leagues where maybe you've only got a couple of teams to beat that season, and you practically won the league. What do you make of those type of managers that stick by their principles through thick and thin?
I mean, I respect it. You got to respect it because that's their beliefs. With Amarim, I think in his first 2 managerial games in charge before, I think it was I can't remember which club it was at before Sporting. He lost 2 games, and he said, right, if I lose the next game, I'm going to quit managing. And he went in with a 3-4-3, and he won, and then he started getting better and better, and that was it. And he stuck with it since then. So I think what he said is, if I try and adapt my game, it's going to be a bit more alien to him. Yeah. And it's not what his speciality is. And he's basically saying, if we try and adapt our game to fit the personnel, we're going to have the same problem again next year. So
but remember, when he first came in, he did say that you're going to get worse before you get better.
That's what he said, yeah.
I've got a question now. Back to your point, kind of. So he's had 8 losses in 12 games now.
It's poor, yeah. It's bad. Yeah.
That's a sackable offence.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, it's sackable form. But remember, Ruben Amorim didn't want to come in November. He didn't want to come into the club in November. He wanted to come in the summer. But the United board said to him, it's now or never.
Okay.
And obviously, you're not going to turn down United, with the respect to the Portuguese league and respect to Sporting Lisbon. Man United is one of the biggest clubs in the world. You're not going to turn them down when they come calling and saying now or never, because in the summer, they're going to have a pick of a lot of other managers, potentially.
True. That's true.
So it's hard. It's hard to,
We're going to get into the game quickly. Obviously, Man United had a lot of injuries. Got Merino out. Ahmad, big loss. He's like your lot star boy. What would you say? Saka?
Yeah.
To a certain extent. He's out for the rest of the season.
He's out for the rest of the season. I think he's done his ankle,
Merino's out
training
for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And then on the bench, you had lots of teenagers on the bench, man. So
on the bench, we had...
Situation.
So I think there was 300. I can't remember what the number is exactly, but I think it was 382 appearances, and 381 were Lindelof But Lindelof,
Yeah.
and the other one was the lad that we got,
Yeah,
which
because
a 10-minute appearance for Arsenal in the League
that's
Cup.
so the total
You
back.
don't even know his name. Who's it?
Heaven.
Heaven,
His last name's Heaven. Yeah,
Heaven.
We just signed him from Arsenal in January.
I saw that.
And the rest of them hadn't
Alright,
made a senior appearance, and then obviously Cheeto came on. The one thing I didn't agree with Amorim at all was bringing on the young lad Cheeto for the last minute, and then plus injury time. And there's only 3 minutes. Give him a chance, man.
Yeah.
Give him 5-10 minutes, especially after the press conference when you're talking him up, saying he can make things happen in the penalty box. Then give him the 10 minutes
Give him a
because we
try,
had
yeah.
a couple of moments in the penalty box with a better striker, better forward. We might have got something out of the game. So, but it's
Did you watch the game, Unks? Did you
I
catch
watched
the
the
game?
game. Yeah. I watched
How did
the
you
game.
feel about the team? They're both in a bad situation at the
Well,
moment.
put it this way, I
Yeah.
think Tottenham are in a better situation at the moment than Man United.
Okay, yeah.
Because Amarin's got to get, he's got to get his players in. He's got to change the team up. The team, I mean, half of them players shouldn't even play for Man United anyway.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because back in the days, you have to be a special player to go to Man United.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
You should know. So Cantona.
you can come from. I mean, you can get a player from Rochdale to go to Man United.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Rochdale people.
You lot ain't far off anyway. But yeah, that's true, you know.
Nah, spot on.
You lot in a bad position, man.
Yeah.
Did you catch the game first?
I saw the highlights.
Yeah.
I saw the highlights. I have to agree though. I think Tottenham's manager and Tottenham as a team are getting a lot of slack. I saw the commentary about this, that, and the third, and obviously James Maddison's cheeky celebration. But
I want to touch on that as
yeah,
well.
I think when they have got their starting 11, they're not a bad team. But that's another manager who sticks by his principles as well. This is how we play. This is who we are, man.
I just wanted to say something about Postecoglou, actually.
Yeah.
One thing they said I want to push back on. He turned around and said, I don't feel sorry. I'm sort of not word for word, obviously, but something along the lines of I don't feel sorry for Amorim because, he had players missing for one game. Try having that for 2 months. Well, I'm not being funny. Eric Ten Hag had a whole bunch of players missing last season, and he still come out with FA Cup at the end of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted to push back on against Postecoglou because I didn't agree with what he said.
I think Amarin will turn it round.
I hope so.
I think he will.
I hope so.
It's going to take some time.
Yeah,
It's
I
definitely
hope
going
so.
to take. I've got some questions to ask you till we get on. The Tottenham ground, they're doing a Levy out situation as well.
Yeah, they were.
They had a march down
They
there.
were.
Do you think he's the problem between Tottenham and getting them better? Is Levy the main issue, or is it just Tottenham? They just don't win nothing.
Well, obviously, we had Matt on the pod
Yeah.
last week, and he was calling out Levy a lot. The thing is, because we're not Spurs fans, we don't know the ins and outs at the club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't know the entire story.
Everyone's blaming Levy, but Levy's brought a lot of money to that club.
Yeah,
He's got
exactly,
a brand new stadium.
Yeah.
He has bought players, but they buy the wrong players.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
He
what I was
has
gonna-
given them money to buy players.
Right, see, spot on. So, to be fair to Levy, they got a nice new. Remember when Arsenal went through the whole transformation of getting a new stadium and not
Okay.
spending money?
Yeah.
And Wenger was making top four, and it was moaning, "We're not challenging for the title."
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
getting top
Tottenham
four."
have spent money.
All
though.
I'm saying is Levy's done the same transition in terms of new stadium. They got so much other ventures now that stadium can be used for.
Yeah.
On top of that, people have said he hasn't spent any money. Someone brought up a stat, one of them on the sports station. Yeah. Brought up a stat, third highest in the last. I can't remember what the time
spent
period
a lot of
was.
money. They've been
Spent
spending
big money.
money. Yeah.
Obviously, they've sold
Maybe
some
the-
stars as
yeah,
well.
the
I mean, they've
players
had some
they're bringing in,
stars
that's
in
the
there, but
problem.
they've sold money. He's got in winners like Merino. He brought in people with a kind of a prospect, shall we say, like Nuno, who's doing amazing job at Forest at the moment.
Conte.
He had in Conte.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Levy, but at the same
Jose.
time, when a club you kind of have this unlucky we lost. Whereas Conte, because remember when he went mad on that press conference and he said this ain't the right attitude, and it stems from the top.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what when Conte said that, I think he's correct in that. Levy's a businessman. Oh, we're getting money. We made a profit. Made a turnover on this. We're not paying that much on wages. Okay, that kind of works for me. Whereas, and that kind of stems from like a more business-minded aspect rather than I want to be a winner. What does it take to win? I'm gonna put my neck on the line to win. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
and I
you.
think it's kind of a mixture of both. It's kind of Levy, but it's also the managers and the players they brought in and kind of that emphasis on we're a team that wins. It should be we're a club, we're used to winning. Second, is it good enough?
Winning where?
Well,
Obviously,
that's-
you might have grown up to seeing them win a bit more, innit?
Yeah,
I believe.
yeah.
So, like my generation, I don't know Tottenham to win.
I don't either, but
Did you know Tottenham
No,
to win?
not
That's what I say.
really, no.
We've so I think it's before our generation where the older
right,
lot
but,
are maybe more like
we
Levy.
I was brought up when times when Tottenham really were good.
You see what I'm saying? So I've never witnessed that. So maybe that's where it stems from. Maybe it's more the older lot saying, look.
So
we're winning, I think.
would you say Spurs are a sleeping giant?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Fair play.
Definitely a sleeping giant.
All right, the Maddison thing, you done a celebration as well.
The darts
Aimed at
thing.
Roy
darts
Keane.
thing.
Aimed at your boy Roy Keane.
Yeah, but it's silly. But
I
look,
think
do you know
it's
what? I had
silly.
this conversation with one of my pals today. The problem with footballers is they do one small like positive thing and they think that's it. All the problems are done. No, you've scored a tap in against the crap Man United team, right? You've done nothing this season. You've been out for a couple of months, right? You lost your place in the England squad. Okay, you've gone from 15th to 12th, and you think a little tap in to win the game against Man United. And by the way, at that point, I was 15 minutes in. They shouldn't have even got a result yesterday.
But I got to stop you there. Reason why he done that to Roy Keane because he was saying, "Oh, do you think I'm going to be like, oh, Maddison's back and hooray, hooray?" And Maddison comes back and scores a goal.
Yeah, but it's.
So I would do this. I'd be like, "Shut your mouth,"
Yeah.
because look. No, but he's saying it's a disrespect though.
It's
As
not
a professional
disrespectful.
football,
It's not
Maddison's a good baller. He's not an
Yeah, he's
idiot
a good
baller.
player.
For,
I like
in
Maddison.
Tottenham, in that Tottenham team, Maddison
Makes things happen.
makes things happen.
Yeah.
He's their older guard as such.
Yeah, but
So you can't disrespect
do you know
him. And
what?
then for him to come for him to come back and score, he's telling him shut
I
up.
made this point for you lot against Brennan
Proves his
Johnson.
point,
I
huh?
made it against Brennan Johnson
Yeah.
when he went how many games without scoring a goal and then he scored and he started shushing the crowd. Bro, relax.
No, but you can't say that because he scored a goal.
Yeah, he scored it.
and
Yeah,
a goal,
okay. So
and a
after you've
goal,
done
and a
10,
goal,
then fair
and a
enough. Then
goal.
you can say something. But you don't after a drought. It's a bit like Sancho. It's a similar situation to Sancho last week, what we were talking about.
Yeah.
You've come out, you're talking about freedom. Bro, what are you doing at Chelsea?
But nobody's doing nothing at Chelsea.
Yeah, but
This is the
exactly.
thing,
So
yeah.
so stay calmer. Do you know what I mean? Stay calm, relax.
But he's
when
playing
you go
better,
and do
though.
something, then you know what? The one thing, and I spoke against him at the time, but I respect it now. Ashley Cole, when he went and won the Champions League with Chelsea,
Yeah.
if you go back to the interview, I remember it specifically because I was rinsing him at the time, but I agree with him now. He turned around and he said, "No one can tell me nothing now. This is why I came to this club. No one can
that's
say
right.
nothing.
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people have been talking now. No one can tell me nothing. You know what? Fair play." Because he won a Champions League, and everyone was saying, "Why did you leave Arsenal?" This and that. That's why he left because he thought he could achieve bigger things at Chelsea. You could argue money, this and that, but
At that time, yeah.
do you see what I'm
At
saying?
that time,
So
yeah.
that I respect that. Fair enough. You've done something, but you scoring a goal here or there. Relax.
Yeah, I think I'm more on your side with that, Frank. See, like Roy Keane, commentators, pundits, they're there to make the controversial comments, but also give it from a player's perspective. They've been there, done it. And if you're a serial winner like Roy Keane was, he knows what it takes to win, the attitude,
exactly.
how you conduct yourself. That one, he's making that comment to say, listen, you're not a big man. You haven't done anything. You do 1-2 skills, you might throw a through ball here and there. So when Maddison goes and scores that goal and does a celebration, I just think I think just show us what you got over a period of 18 months. Then come back and say, Roy, look what I've done.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
with you.
come on,
Shut
man.
your mouth, man.
You got. Do you know what? Because sometimes I listen to a well-known radio talk show, right?
Yeah.
And some of the pundits on there achieve shit in their careers. And they got the
most to talk.
and they got the most talk.
Yeah.
They got the most talk.
Completely
But then
agree.
if someone
They make
like,
their opinions, innit? They
I
make
hear what
their
you're saying,
opinions.
but you're not a top level. You were never a top level professional.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, I won't. But like someone like Roy Keane, he's won it all. He's been away in Turin,
Good point.
2-0
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
winning
yeah,
semi-finals of Champions Leagues. Do you know what I'm saying? Dragging his
go.
team through the mud.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If he's got something to say, respect what he's got to say rather than trying to throw some shade back.
But you're gonna though.
sense, man.
You're gonna though, man.
Huh?
I think
Come
you're
on,
gonna.
man.
Remember, football players, they're very
Sensitive.
arrogant as well.
They're
They're very.
sensitive.
Gangsters moving
Shaky.
silence, mate.
Sensitive.
Gangsters moving silence,
on,
mate.
man.
What's
You know
your
what I
take
mean?
on it, Alex? Anyway, what do you think? Would you think you think Maddison was right for doing that, or she just stayed humble and
Stay humble, man. Stay humble.
stay humble?
Stay
you know?
humble, yeah.
All right, Frank, I got a quick question for you. It's like keep or sell in the current Man United squad. Obviously,
Oh, great.
the season's coming up soon, so I'm gonna run through the quick.
Sell,
Right, who's
sell.
gonna keep or sell? Oh no, keep or sell. We gotta be quick.
Keep. I'd still keep him for now.
All right, Euro, you keeping or
No,
selling?
keep 100%.
Legit, the legit,
Keep.
legit,
The legit.
the legit,
The lit, man.
the legit,
Yeah, the legit.
the legit, the light. Martinez.
Keep, but I'm a bit concerned about his injury now, how he's going to come back.
All right, Dalla, Ahmad.
Dallo, I think Dallo's probably going to be one to sell if we can get decent money for him.
Not
Yeah.
Dalla.
Who then?
Dalla.
Diogo Dallo.
Ahmad.
Oh, Ahmad. No, Ahmad, keep.
Ahmad.
Ahmad all day.
You
Yeah,
have
Ahmad's
to
a
keep.
baller.
What's his name? Ugarte. You know I get the names wrong. Ugarte. You got to work.
Ugarte keep.
Ugarte.
Ugarte keep, yeah.
Menu,
Keep.
Mazraoui,
Keep, definitely.
Fernandez,
Yeah, I love Bruno. He's my guy.
Garnacho,
Keep.
Hoyland.
I'd still say keep, yeah. He still needs a bit more.
I think there's
more of a
potential
chance.
in Hoyland.
Yeah, 100%.
Right,
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely. I've seen that. Maguire,
Keep. I'd keep Maguire. Yeah,
keeping him.
I like Harry, man.
I like Harry.
He's a Premier League
I
centre
like
back. He's a
Harry.
Premier
You
League
can
centre
like
back.
him, but is he gonna flipping be your centre back to lead you to?
You've got him.
Championship?
Listen,
For the next,
Harry's
we need him for next
Harry's a
season.
good
We need him
player.
for next
Very
season.
underrated,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Harry's a good player. He
Yeah,
reads
I
the game
completely
well.
agree. Yeah, I completely agree.
Zertsky.
I'd keep him. He's starting to show bits now.
Yeah.
He's starting to show
I like
bits.
Harry. I've
Yeah.
always liked Harry.
I like Ericsson's got to go. Ericsson will be going.
Do you know where you're at the moment in the league? You're saying to keep all of them.
Don't worry, man. Don't
Zertsky
worry.
says Zertsky. Ericsson said go.
yeah.
Anthony.
And you know what? Anthony's gonna go. He's gonna go. We're gonna get
But
decent money
we've
for
got
him.
to talk on Anthony because he's had 3 man of the match performances.
I bet it's
Madness.
He's
Yeah.
been
but
moving
that
mad.
league-
It just shows the levels of La Liga. It just shows the levels of La Liga now.
That-
compared to the
That
Premier
league
League.
suits him better.
Yeah,
That
it does,
league
yeah.
suits him.
Do you reckon this is the Premier League?
La Liga suits
Yeah.
flair players.
Agree,
Watch
yeah,
La
it
Liga.
does.
Yeah.
Look at my.
It's not as
who was at
physical.
Leeds that went Barcelona? Rafinha's
Rafinha,
killing La Liga.
yeah,
But he was the baller though.
I heard that. I
Yeah.
heard that.
But not at this
Some
level.
players
Not
can't
at this
play-
level.
Some,
Yeah.
some players can't play in England. Like,
Yeah.
like Lukaku. He can't play in England.
But then,
Hold on.
Yeah.
What's
Can't
Tottenham?
play.
Tottenham had a man. Lo Celso. He
Yeah.
even looks good in
Yeah.
Spain when he plays.
But
in
then,
Spain.
alright, but what about the players that's gone out there? The stars, Coutinho, obviously they had injuries. Hazard,
Yeah, do you know what it
they've
is?
had injury, but they've gone
Yeah.
out there and they
Yeah.
haven't
No,
shined
right.
the
Yeah,
same.
no, right. Hold on.
Henry,
That's
One
a fair
sec,
shout. It's a
one
fair
sec.
argument.
Henry
Yeah.
was
The
even
two
the
players
same
you
on
just
the
Henry was
mentioned-
older,
the
man.
two
Come on.
players-
Still though.
The two players you just mentioned
Yeah.
went to the 2 biggest teams in the world, arguably.
but
And those levels of potential is different. Trust
No,
me.
but my
See,
point-
at Barcelona,
Yeah.
Real Madrid, Ronaldo's a GOAT there. The man don't score for 2 games, they boom the next game. Do you get what I'm saying? No. That's
Yeah.
the levels of them
No,
teams you're
but-
mentioning. If you don't fit into the system and you struggle to fit in, that's it. You're out. And remember, Barcelona, their youth system is we got 1,000 Fabregases. We got 1,000. Do you know what I'm saying? Fabregas
Yeah.
was the starter. We got 1,000 of them coming through our academy.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
just another player.
But still, though, I don't think it's as easy as everybody's making out. Do you understand? Like, yes, the Premier League's hard. Yes, the defenders are rough, and I don't think it's that much of a
No,
gap.
it's a different
because
way
you know
of
why I
playing.
say that? Because the English
It's a
teams
different way
will
of playing,
dominate
bro.
everything. Then, if that was the case, the Europa League would dominate it against the Italian teams, the French team. They don't. They beat us sometimes. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I don't think it's as easy.
But the
as
thing
we
is,
make
I
out.
think cup competitions are different, man. Sustaining it in the Premier League
Week in,
over
week
a
out.
38
Week
game
in,
season
exactly.
with a physicality. Like, why do you think that phrase came out? Can he do it on a cold night on a
It's
Tuesday
Stoke.
night against Stoke? That's
No,
where it came
alright,
from.
but
That's a real thing.
All right, just touching the Anthony thing because we're gonna
Yeah,
go.
go on.
He's moving like he's free. The Sancho statement.
yeah,
Now
but-
wait,
because
it's starting to. Rashford looks better. We've only seen him for 2
All right,
games.
let me just say one
looks
thing.
electric.
Shiny there.
Anthony looks electric. Sancho, when he first came to Chelsea, when he was playing well, looked good. So
Let me just say one
there's
thing.
something at Man United.
All right.
Man United curse.
The pressure.
It's something and a lot of
That button's gone. Listen, the pressure at Man United is a massive club. The pressure at a big club when it's failing is even worse than the pressure when it's successful.
Yeah, 100%.
So if you're going in there, you're dropping, 4 or 5 stinkers, let's say, and you've got the eyes in the world watching you, social media watching you, media watching you, ex-players watching you, fans watching you, and you don't play well, then you're going to really start feeling the pressure.
Yeah, that's true. I got I don't know, man. Too many big players have come there. Pogba's, Ronaldo said something when he came back. It's terrible back there. So
Everyone forgets when Zaha was there, you know. Do people remember Zaha had a little stint there?
Wilfred Zaha.
Yeah, but he didn't.
He struggled as well.
He struggled badly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
all right, let's go. Let me move on. Sorry, quickly. Malarias,
Malasia's going, yeah.
Casemiro.
Yeah, gone,
All
yeah.
right, that's it. All right, cool. So
Where's he going? Care home or?
I got a funny feeling that they're going to end up keeping him because no one's going to come in for him and his wages are too high. He's
You
like
reckon?
$300K a week, yeah.
Right,
you don't reckon nobody will sign him?
He came out today and said, "My family here are comfortable here. We're happy here."
Serious?
Yeah, that's basically him. Yeah, who wouldn't be comfortable on $300K a week?
How long has he got in the contract?
18 months. The rest of the season and next season.
He'll stay to the end. He'll stay to the end. Yeah, he's not going to go anywhere.
Family are comfortable here. We speak no English.
Right, we're gonna touch on the Man City Newcastle game.
Ooh.
Leeds
Do we have
boys.
to? Hey, time. We're running short of time.
Right, obviously you lot beat us in the cup, knocked
Yeah,
us out.
yeah.
Then you go to City and get
know, I know.
smacked up.
Yeah.
Mamouche though, this guy, man, he
Yeah,
looks
I like him.
really
I
good,
like
man.
him.
From his first debut, he didn't score, but
No,
he
but
looked.
you can see there's
you can
something about him, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
he's
scored
got it.
a hat trick already.
Yeah.
So good goal as well. He loved the goalie. The first goal, sick goal. All these goals are pretty good as well.
Yeah, second goal was.
Well, man.
You know what? Yeah, that was quality. Savinho, you see what Savinho done to the fullback, and then he squared it for him. Do you know what? The commentator said something interesting, and when he said, I've not seen much of Mamouche, to be honest with you, at his previous club. but the commentator said he scores all different types of goals. I was like, damn, they found another one now. Because when a player does that, then you how do you keep him quiet? You know?
Do you think City's gonna do a creeper?
No,
Top four?
no, top four, yeah.
Where do you think they'll finish in the league? Do you reckon they'll get third then?
I
Second.
think they're finished third.
No, third or fourth. Third or fourth.
yeah?
Yeah, third or fourth. I still think Forest have got a lot to say this season, despite them dropping a few points here and there. I just think they're strong.
Forest might just miss out.
Is top 5 making Champions League yet? Or
Top
do
five,
we not know
I believe.
yet?
They
Do we
might.
not
We don't know yet.
Depends
We don't know
how
yet.
well they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Is it
In
what,
Europe,
English
yeah.
clubs do in Europe?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So if it's top 5, I'd love for Forest to get 5th. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
not 5th, but top 5.
Yeah,
I'd love
yeah.
to-
You
Yeah,
lot
same.
are
We're up and down,
chasing.
man. I know.
You lot are in the top 4 race as such.
We are, but we're up and down. I'll tell you another team. I don't know why I'm switching off. I don't want to talk about Man City game, but
Yeah.
Bournemouth.
Yeah, we
Let
said
me
it.
tell you
Yeah.
something about
Yeah.
Bournemouth. See that Bournemouth team, yeah?
Yeah.
Super team.
If you watch them,
Yeah.
no real stars,
No.
they're a team.
What I say to you?
Bournemouth
What I
are
say
a
to you?
team.
They're reminding
They're a team.
me of Leicester. when
that's
they
the
won
manager.
Yeah.
when they
Yeah,
won the
good
league.
comparison.
See
They
them,
were no
yeah.
outstanding player,
Yeah.
but
Listen,
a team.
as a team, they're dangerous, man.
And do you know what? We talk about injuries for Man United. We talk about injuries for Spurs. We talk about injuries for all these clubs.
Yeah,
They've got
11
9 players out.
yeah,
You
so
know?
nine.
Nine,
The first
and,
team,
and,
yeah.
and
And you still
at
get
least
working on-
5 of them are solid first team players.
Yeah. Well, Bournemouth are sitting
Dangerous,
5th in
man.
the league. It's quite close up there. You got
It's
Bournemouth
very
in
close.
5th.
Yeah.
City are in 4th.
Fulham top there.
Third,
Yeah.
you got obviously
Tight,
Forest 47 points, and then you lot are you lot are up there.
Do
as
you
well,
know what?
man.
I don't mind.
You lot
If we
sitting
win the
seventh in
League Cup, I don't mind missing out on Europe, man. Not Europe, but the Champions League. I don't mind.
Do you
If we
reckon
win that
do
League
you reckon
Cup-
you get European football?
I do. I do think we'll get European football. Yeah.
You
I
reckon
don't know.
you-
I don't know where. I think
Yeah.
we might just miss out on the Champions
I
League.
think it'd be UEFA.
Yeah.
Europa League.
UEFA.
League,
Is it one spot that goes Europa typically?
No,
No, I think it's 2.
Two.
I think it's
Two.
2. And then you got Conference
Then you
League
got
as
that
well.
conference.
You got
League.
Conference
got
League
you.
now as well, innit?
Yeah, I don't want that shit.
Yeah, I think you get that one.
So what's it? 2? So is it 2 teams in Europa League and then 2 in?
I know one in the.
No,
No,
one.
I think essentially I think it's 1 in each, but then it depends on what trophy you win. Because remember last season,
Yeah.
you lot missed out on the
Missed out
on
on
Europe because we won the FA
won,
Cup.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so it all depends on what you win as well. It's difficult. It always confuses me.
Don't forget, it might be more because you got Man United and Tottenham still in that competition.
FA Cup, yeah, that's
in
right.
in the Europa.
In the Europa,
yeah.
But
Oh,
if
yeah,
they-
Europa
if
League.
As I
they-
say, one of
rather
them
than
win
win
then,
that,
yeah.
they go to
Champions
the
League.
Champions
Champions
League.
League,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
we're not winning that. Not anymore. I had a bit of hope, but not anymore. Not with Ahmad's
Tottenham
injury.
would
We're
win
not
that.
winning
If
that.
they get some players back, they got a chance. Yeah.
Tottenham
Yeah.
in that
Tottenham
one.
got
Tottenham are the
Tottenham in the
favourites.
other one.
Tottenham are the
Favourites,
favourites.
isn't it?
They've been favourites from the start.
Didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I haven't actually checked out the big teams in there. Marino's got a team in there, innit? It's Turkish
Fenerbahce.
team. Yeah. If
Yeah.
Marino's in there,
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Sevilla in it, because that's always the team to
No,
watch
no,
out.
Sevilla aren't in
They're
it.
out. They're in the
Yeah.
Champions
All
League.
right. Yeah, if Sevilla's in it,
Yeah, it's a problem, innit? It's a
they're not
problem.
in it,
Just give it up already, innit?
Right, well, let's touch on some Newcastle. Newcastle, how you feel like doing this season anyway?
It's been-
Jake and Murphy as well, because me and Frank's got a bet.
Go on.
We've done a bet at the beginning of this season.
Yeah,
that
go on.
I said Garnacho.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah,
Jake and
Garna-
Murphy will
yeah.
score more goals and assists than Garnacho.
Okay.
And he is so far, anyway.
Well, he has to probably. I haven't looked at the stats. He started more than Garnacho.
Yeah, I think so.
I
Yeah.
like it.
So he's going to say that.
No, I think yes. No, but regardless, he's having a great season.
It's
Regardless,
because
yeah.
at the start,
I did not
he
see that
wasn't
coming.
a starter.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's always been a squad player
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Newcastle. So he's done
That's why I
really,
took the
really
bet. That's why I
Yeah,
took
he's
the
always
bet.
been a
I was
squad
like,
player.
yeah, he's not
So
playing
he's
the
done-
field
he's
But
done-
he
right.
looked good last season, though. That's why I done the bit with you. Last season, he looked good, and I was watching him was getting bare
Yeah.
chances. Where's Amarim gone?
We
Almer,
sold
he's
him
left.
back to his old
Oh,
team in
you
America.
sold him.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
You couldn't get in the
You
team,
thought
could you?
you think he was like an Amarim kind of player, like a little. Remember, he had a little burst. Of
I still think he's just having one like great season. I don't think he's that. He's
No, he's not. I'm not saying he's the
Yeah.
world's best player.
Yeah. No, I
think
know,
he's
but,
a decent
yeah.
squad player. Yeah, that's it.
I've got a question for you actually.
Go on.
So there was obviously talk about clubs being interested in Isak, right?
Oh yeah, go on.
And obviously the club came out and said something about 100. Well, they were saying 150 million.
Crazy, yeah, in
Realistically,
Yeah.
what would you say his value is? Realistically,
Realistically, I think Newcastle would take 100 million for him.
Yeah.
Personally, and I think if we don't make the Champions League, I think he will go, and I think he will have to fetch if he stays on current form, he'll have to fetch minimum of 100 million.
you think that's the minimum, yeah?
Minimum.
Yeah, I
but
agree
dependent,
with
for instance, in January, I don't know how desperate Arsenal were, but I think they would have had to come with some serious money to tempt.
yeah.
In the
Yeah,
summer,
not in
the
January,
summer,
yeah.
in the summer, I think 100 million. People forget he's had this great run. Prior to that, he couldn't stay fit.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he couldn't
agree.
stay fit, man. He was like another Callum Wilson.
Right,
Anyway,
so let me ask you another
go on.
question on him there, because we've had this debate a lot,
Go on.
and I have a debate a lot. I know you know what's coming. I've had this debate a lot with my pals outside as well. Shout out to Heathrow a lot. Is Isak world class?
Is Isak world
Yeah.
class? He's
I think he's
his
getting there.
current form.
He's
His
getting
current form is world
If he
class
can have another
form.
couple of seasons like
But
that.
for me, if you're going to be world class, you've got to prove it at a different level, and that level is Champions League or international.
Yeah,
For
but he's
me,
not at so would you say he has to go to a Man City?
yeah, because the challenge, the
Liverpool?
pressure of delivering
Yeah.
is so much more higher.
Completely.
Was
agree.
Aubameyang world class?
No, not for me.
Was Aubameyang world class?
Not for
No.
me.
Why?
No, not for me.
Why?
I just don't
He's
think
done
it was.
He's done it in Germany.
No.
He's done it in
No.
England.
I don't
He's
know.
a good
it just,
player, but
yeah.
not world class.
Yeah.
No.
He was banging goals.
Yeah.
So
I think,
what's-
to
wait,
be
one second,
fair,
I got a question for you. What's the difference between Aubameyang and Isak?
what's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference? I don't see no difference in them.
I
To be
mean,
honest
alright,
with you.
listen
You
to me.
see my point?
Aubameyang was a goal scorer, right?
I don't see the difference.
No, listen to me. If you watch Isak, his all-round
Yeah,
play,
he's a better all-round
class,
player, yeah, I
man.
agree.
I'm
Oh,
telling.
Apart from skill, actually, sorry.
That
you speak about
that
skill.
is why
Yeah,
that is why I think he would, and why probably why Arsenal fans will call him for. He would fit in so well because his all-round play is brilliant.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if you
true.
saw. If you go back to the game, we beat 2-0 at home in the cup. Did you see the Jacob Murphy's goal where he flicked it?
Yeah.
The ball come long, he flicked it round the corner, got it back from Gordon, took it on his left and bent it in round just off
Yeah,
his...
yeah, yeah. Sorry,
Listen,
yeah,
can't
yeah,
behave
yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
And you see his disallowed goal?
Yeah,
The-
yeah,
behave
yeah.
yourself,
Sorry,
man.
the finishing is better. He is a bit better. Sorry.
Come on,
But
man.
Who is that?
It's class,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He
They
runs
do
in,
run-
he can run in behind. He could, I'm telling you, his
true, yeah,
link-up play.
That's true,
He's
that's
just,
true, yeah.
listen to me, he's not the biggest, but he can do it hold up as well. Trust me. Proper
baller.
all-round player, man. Wicked
Well,
player.
he's linked to Liverpool, they're saying. I saw some.
Who, Isak?
Yeah, look, for 150 million.
Yeah, they're not paying. Liverpool ain't paying that.
They're not, no.
They're not going to pay
But
that.
Salah's not staying,
But
though, is
remember,
he?
they're getting rid of Nunes, or they will do.
Yeah, that's-
So they're
yeah,
gonna
that's
need-
the
they're gonna
only
need
way that
somebody,
Funny
yeah,
feeling
yeah.
Arsenal's gonna get Nunes. You know, like this is just he's tall. It's just some Arteta thing,
Nah,
bro.
I don't
He's
think.
just signing all
I
these
don't think-
tall guys.
No,
and
I
it's
don't
just-
think Liverpool sell him to you lot.
It's a
But if you
Merino,
lot get
it's a
Nunes,
Merino type of thing.
if you lot get Nunes, let me tell you something. You lot have been rinsing Kai Havertz. Not you specifically, but a lot of Arsenal fans have been rinsing Kai Havertz. If you get Nunes, you will hate your lives
Yeah.
with this guy.
Nunes.
He'll do something amazing, and then he'll miss from six. It's a bit like Lukaku in that way. For me, Lukaku's better than
People need to
Nunes.
put some respect on Lukaku's name.
No,
Lukaku
better than
was
Nunes.
quality.
But Lukaku was like that at United.
cold,
He'd miss sitters,
Yeah.
but then he'd score from like the tightest angle. You know what I mean?
Levels, different levels. Call it Everton. Call it Everton.
Yeah.
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 I've seen Nunes play live, and let me tell you something. He doesn't know. He looks like one of them players. He needs to be looking at the manager. What should I do now? He's one. I'm telling you. I went up to Liverpool to watch Liverpool Brentford.
Yeah.
And he's there on the pitch, and it's almost like he's not sure what he should be doing. I'm telling you, he hasn't got that real
IQ,
killer
the
instinct
IQ,
and the
yeah.
IQ as well. Trust me.
So you don't think Isak to Liverpool's gonna happen then?
I just don't see Liverpool paying 150 million for a player because the way that they structure their deals and what they do, it is just not like that. I mean, 70, 80 million out of the very, very most they'll pay for a player. I could be wrong, but
Salah stay? If Salah goes,
I think Salah will stay.
Has he
I
signed
think
the
he'll stay.
contract?
No,
Not
Salah's
yet.
going to sign
no.
a contract. He's
Has
gonna
any of
stay.
them signed the contract? Has any
No,
of them?
none of them, none of them.
Trent's gonna go.
Trent will go.
Trent's going, yeah.
Trent will
he's-
go.
Yeah. Yeah, Trent most likely will leave because
Yeah.
as an academy player, if you've still not signed a contract, then we could be wrong. They could have a change of heart, but I just feel like Trent will go and the other two will stay. Van Dijk and Salah will stay.
Yeah, possibly. We'll see. We're talking on Liverpool. They bounced back from their Mersey derby draw. Got a 2-1 win at Wolves. Diaz with a little bouncy goal. Salah with a pen. Funny enough, though, Liverpool didn't have no shots in the second half.
Yeah, Wolves were really good in the second half.
Yeah, but
really,
they didn't
really
look
good.
like scoring.
And
but they had
Cunha's
a lot of
goal.
chances.
Cunha's a
Banger.
player, man. That boy's a player.
They extended their lead at the top of the back to the table. Obviously, against
How many points is it? 7 now?
7 points now.
Seven.
Are they going to win the league?
Right.
What do you think, Alex?
Definitely going to win the league.
Who, Liverpool?
Yeah, definitely going to win
Why
the league.
though? Why do you think?
Listen, they're all round players, just something else now. They're strong.
Yeah,
They don't let many goals in.
yeah.
A good manager.
So you don't
Great
reckon?
manager.
I
Yeah.
believe personally, like their next run of games, they've got
City and
they've got
Newcastle.
Villa away,
Yeah.
City away,
And Newcastle
and
at
then
home.
Newcastle at
Isn't
home.
Villa at home? Isn't Villa at home?
No, Villa's away.
Villa's away.
Oh, so wait, is it?
I think
Yeah.
Liverpool will beat them all.
But
I
listen to
think
this.
Liverpool will beat them all.
I'd still think Liverpool will win the league regardless of what happens in the
Yeah.
3 games. Personally,
Nah,
I do.
why? How?
You ain't got no damn striker.
Bro, Marino's. We're gonna get. We're gonna.
He's got 2 away at Leicester. Marino.
Stop coming over there.
Marino. He scores 2 at Leicester. He scores 2 at...
You lot can't see Rick right now.
He got 2 at Leicester, now he's on a Beerhoff. What the hell? What's going on?
I'm only joking, they're gonna piss. No, but I'm saying, you never, listen,
You never know. You never know.
see the Premier League, right, listen, remember we got Martinelli
never
out,
know.
we got Martinelli out, and Saka out, yeah?
Oh, gosh.
If Martinelli can play through the middle as well, up front, so you never know.
Right,
man.
listen, this is a very unpopular opinion. I still
Yeah.
think Arsenal can win the league. I still think Arsenal
I
can win
think
the
they
league.
can still win
Do you
it.
think they will? That's my question.
I don't think, if I'm honest, no, I don't think they will. But I don't think it's as done as people say it is at all. I don't think it's like I don't even think it's like a 75-25 in favour of Liverpool. I think it's like a 60-40. Because I feel like one slip up. I mean, did you see how nervous Liverpool were towards the end of the game yesterday?
Yeah.
And also, Slot was saying they was tired. He's
Yeah.
very tired.
No,
A lot of
That's a
games.
good point.
Yeah.
Shall I tell you why? People forget Liverpool were in the title challenge to about April last season.
That's right.
And what it is, they've got a fantastic starting 11. And then once they get, and they always seem to be fortunate with injuries. Once they get 3 or 4 key players that are missing,
They're done.
Yeah,
If
'cause
Van
last
Dijk gets
season
injured,
they
they're
dropped out.
done.
and they
So-
play the same or similar team every match. So it's
Yeah.
a good point because come
But so do
kind of
Arsenal.
March,
So do
April,
Arsenal, to be fair. So do Arsenal, to be fair.
and all your attackers are injured.
But let me what I wanted to say was, I feel like Arsenal's defense is better and Liverpool's attack's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like if you can keep clean sheets, you've always got a chance of winning a game, regardless of who you've got in the team. Because Arsenal got set pieces as well. Remember, we joke about it, but it is a weapon. And with
We haven't
Liverpool,
scored from set pieces in a while now.
I was gonna say,
We're
it's
back
slowing
to
down now.
going back to...
but you can, but you can.
I think he was just getting it in the gameplay.
Yeah, I still think you can, and
Yeah.
I just feel like, you know, like I've always said to you guys, attack wins you games, defense wins you titles, and Liverpool's look, Liverpool are the favourites. Let's put it straight. Yeah,
they're
7
the
points
favourites for that,
clear.
obviously, yeah.
But I still don't think. Obviously, your biggest crippling factor is the no striker.
100%.
That's what
We're
could.
going to get on
you know,
that
Yeah,
when we touch on the Arsenal section.
Yeah.
But, Liverpool, they've won 30 out of their 40 matches in all competitions. So Slotter's come in. He's doing a great job, obviously.
he is. Yeah,
Since, what's his name?
It's been a
My
seamless
brain's-
transition from Klopp, isn't
Yeah,
it?
since Klopp left, sorry.
Yeah.
He's you would, there's no difference, you would say. I think they're playing better football sometimes. A
Yeah,
little
now-
bit.
More
I think
control.
A little bit more control.
More control, yeah.
You've seen a
Not
better
so-
Trent. Trent's
yeah.
defending a bit more.
Yeah.
He's not so rubbish in defence. So he's improved them. He's improved certain players as well.
He's brought
so.
in what's the Dutch guy in the centre mid?
Gravenberch.
Gravenberch's getting much more of a looking now as
Yeah.
well. He
Baller.
looks like a decent
what do you think,
player.
Gravenberch?
Good player.
Quality.
Yeah, he's a good player,
yeah.
man.
I like him.
Oh yeah, he's
No,
No,
he didn't.
no,
But
Klopp
didn't really
No, Klopp
play him
didn't
as
play
much.
him.
But
He
Klopp was
there,
playing him as
but
an
he didn't
8.
play him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Whereas
He plays
Slot's playing
further
as a 6 kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's dropping Endo now, isn't he? And Endo barely gets games now.
Yeah.
Whereas Klopp was using Endo a bit more, I think.
Correct.
Are we just going to do a quick sub, Rick? Going to jump in quick. Sub, please. I ain't pressed my Bumper Club button or nothing.
What's that?
I'm sure we'll give you an opportunity to do it now.
Huh?
We'll give you an opportunity to do it now.
Tottenham?
You're 1-0 down, Unks.
All right, we're gonna jump into the Arsenal. I have to bring the Arsenal boy and I'll just do a quick
think we still
substitute.
win.
All right, Arsenal, we
this.
got the win against Leicester. 2-0 win. Merino, as I was just speaking about. Do you know what? He took his goals
Yeah, he did.
very, very
Yeah, he
well,
did, he
especially
did.
the second goal.
He did.
Where he lined up his body and shaped and tapped it in. Havertz might
I
have
like
missed
the
that.
header. Yeah.
Nah, I'm being serious.
Yeah. Out of the two, but Havertz wasn't scoring both.
I'm telling you, he would have missed.
No,
he would
that's
have missed
like,
one
oh,
of
he
them.
took that well, actually.
Yeah.
The way he
Like
lined
a
his
proper
body and he tapped it like
striker,
a proper
yeah.
striker.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you never know. You never know.
But
You know
against
what?
a big team,
Maybe
does
try
he
him
do
there
that
again.
against a big team?
Try him next game,
Does he?
innit? See how he goes.
But he coming as a sub, didn't he?
He
Yeah,
comes
come
Yeah,
on,
on.
and he done well.
So did you
Yeah.
start up top?
It was
Trossard.
No,
Yeah.
Sterling. Was it
Sterling.
Trossard or Sterling?
Sterling.
Trossard.
Yeah.
Sterling is. I'll be honest,
Yeah.
Sterling, man.
Oh, what's happened?
Sterling
to
had a
Sterling?
stinker, man. Did you see the game?
Southampton, man.
He's just,
Yeah, I watched the game.
Yeah.
I watched the game.
He's just
Sterling had the
non-existent,
same
He's
thing, man.
just
Not
low
the same
confidence,
no
isn't
more.
it? Yeah, he's
He's
just
just non-existent. He's just collecting his papers
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Don't go
it's-
past nobody.
But
He
is
keeps
it a
going back. He keeps turning back and knocking it back. He
Is
won't
it a
go past
confidence
nobody.
issue though? This is the thing because he's
Yeah,
coming.
it
It is
is.
as well. I
It's-
think
Yeah,
when
of course
it's-
it is.
I think
Of
deep
course
down,
it
you know, when you know your manager's not that confident in you,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's gonna come out on the pitch as
100%.
well. You know what
But
I'm saying?
it goes down to a similar sort of thing that we were talking about last week. You can't I think you were mentioning it, or we were mentioning it, and you were saying that if a manager's dropping you and then expecting you to go and give 100% on the pitch, are you really going to do that? But what my argument is, you're not just playing for your manager. You're playing for the club. You're playing for the fans. You're playing for your family. You're playing for yourself, your pride.
Football's a mental thing.
Yeah, I
You need
get that.
confidence to perform on a football pitch, no matter what you say. You might look at to do something and you think, I'm not going to do it because your confidence is lacking. Especially with a manager like Arteta, he seems ruthless. Like, if you keep messing up, you're benched.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So
Yeah.
I believe Sterling's a baller. We know he can play ball. We've seen it, but it's just. I reckon it's his confidence, man.
I think moving on, I don't know if we've got up there. I thought Wanyeri was unbelievable.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable, like ridiculous. Like he almost affected the game as much as Saka would. Almost.
He's better baller than Saka.
It's too early to say that. It's too early to say. Come on,
Technically, he's a better.
I think you might be right.
Technically, you
There's
can
little touches. And
you can see if somebody is a technically better football player.
Yeah.
He's just
From what he's done so far, you can see.
You know what he needs to do? If he can improve his right foot, he'll be one hell of a player. It's good if he can get better. If he can get better, yeah. I know, but if he can get better, he'll like because Saka's improved his right foot a lot over the last couple of years.
He's young, man.
Yeah,
I don't think Saka's got a good right foot.
Yeah. It's better than what it was. It was better than what it was.
I
But
don't think Saka can do what he done with his right foot. That bang, I don't think
debatable
I
again.
don't-
But
I don't-
anyway,
Saka-
I just
Yeah, I
thought
don't
you know
think so.
we can praise both of them. By the way, it's okay to say they're both
Academy
quality.
players,
You know what I mean?
some good
They're both
academy
ballers.
players.
Yeah.
Some good-
And I
even-
feel like Wanyeri will be really good through the middle as well. As a number 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's only 17, so as he gets older, maybe a bit more strength, maybe a little bit more height, he
He's
might be able to
still
play
young,
as a number
man.
8
He's
as
still-
well, even.
But then we got a problem
Quality
now
player.
because when Saka does return, I think he's back April times.
No, but
He's
this
not
is
guaranteed
this
yet.
is what
What happens?
this was our problem though. You're burning Saka out.
Yeah.
You're using him for everything.
That's what I was saying to you. That's what I was saying to you.
Allow it. Now you got this. Now you got when you
can
use him.
Yeah.
That's
Both
it
of them.
now. And
So
he's
do you
still
want to bench
young.
him though?
Who?
Do you want to bench Maneri? Or would you bench Odegaard?
No, what? Where did that come from?
What? No, he can play, if he can play in the 10, I'm asking you.
no,
Would you
don't get me wrong, though,
would
don't
you
get
want
me
to
wrong,
see
listen.
Saka and Neweri? Would you want to see Saka? Odegaard is brilliant. That's what I'm asking you.
What
It's
I'm
not like
trying to say
Odegaard's
is-
brilliant since he's come back.
Maybe when Saka comes back, then Ranieri then takes because we need a squad. This is our problem.
No, I
as
know
well.
what you're saying, but I'm saying the way he's playing,
He's playing brilliant.
if he keeps it up, say like
Then
Saka's
the
back.
manager's got a problem.
Do you understand? If he keeps going, he's scoring goals, he's getting assists. Saka can't just come back into the squad and just
has.
bench him.
No,
So
If
it,
he's
it goes
if
back
he's
to
in form and he's doing it week in, week out, you
Yeah.
can't just take him
You
out
might
the
have to
squad.
shift him to left.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Saka
You
has to
can't
come
do
back
that.
though.
but it goes
I
back to
know,
what I was
but
saying
you've
to
got a
you.
big problem.
Yeah.
What I was saying to you last week when I said, depending on the opposition, i.e., for example, no disrespect to Leicester, by the way, but obviously a team that's leaking goals, you can play all of them. You can play Wanyeri as a 10. You can drop Odegaard a little bit further back to an 8. You can play Declan Rice as the 6. And then you can have Wanyeri on the right and then whoever else on the left. Obviously, if it's not working, then you change and you go to a bit more of a structured
He
formation.
would never
but
do that.
You
That
could,
sounded good, but Arteta would. I don't think he would ever.
but this is where he has to learn. This is what I was saying to you again. He's a young manager.
Yeah,
he needs to
yeah,
learn. He
yeah.
needs to be able to be a bit more courageous and a bit more brave. I was listening to the radio on the way in as well, again to another popular football talk show, and they were basically saying that one of Arteta's biggest flaws as a manager is not taking off players when they're on a yellow card and on a booking already.
Yeah, he just keeps,
He keeps them on, and then he gets sent off, and then he moans saying that we've been ref differently.
yeah.
Right, whereas Slot, when it like Konate, I think was in a yellow card at half time, he
right,
took
he
him
took
off.
him
And
off, yeah.
you know what I mean? That's
he
good
was
management.
Yeah,
That's good
because he
management.
knows
Yeah,
he has to tackle him. He has to make
yeah.
tackles.
So this is where Arteta needs to make improvements.
I think that's his problem. He's in-game management and his substitution choices.
his in-game
terrible,
management
man.
is questionable.
It's terrible. I think that's what costs him a lot, you know.
Well, again, if he improves that, then you guys, it's going to elevate you guys to another level as well.
But he might be. No, remember characteristics. That could be his character. He's so stubborn and stuck in his ways.
So,
You
sometimes
never
the
know.
assistant, your assistant needs to give you a hand as well, man. That's
Yeah.
what they're there for.
I want to talk on Havertz's injury. We didn't sign a player. We didn't sign a striker in January, and then
But who's we gonna sign? This was my thing though. Like, who's we really gonna go and sign?
we done a bid for Watkins. It reminded me of the Suarez thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
but are
that
Villa
wasn't a
really
big-
gonna sell in January? Like,
No.
come on. Are Villa really gonna sell in January?
I think
Anybody
that was
will
a
sell with the right
half-hearted-
money, though.
half-hearted
Yeah,
bid.
yeah, completely agree.
With the right money, and okay, but
exactly
that's
what I
gonna
said.
be too much. We're gonna overpay in January. You know what I'm saying?
So why did we sign a striker in summer? We know we need a number nine.
I think that was our
Move
thing.
on Jesus. Move on somebody
Yeah, I think that was our
and bring
thing.
in what we need.
Let me ask you a
Last
question, Rick.
summer.
Obviously, you lot put in. I agree. The bid for Watkins was half-hearted, but I think it was a
It was
smokescreen
half-
bid. I think it was trying to appease the fans. I said this,
Yeah.
but especially because Villa had already agreed a deal, or were about to agree a deal for Duran.
Thank you.
So would you have been happy with John Duran instead for an extra 20 million, for like 80 million? Would you have taken John Duran?
That money is crazy. Not 80 mil. Not 80 mil.
Do you not think he would have scored a lot of goals for you? Like, I think he would have banged in a lot of goals for Arsenal.
But he's not
80
prem
mil.
proven.
He can't-
That's my point. I don't think he's prem proven yet.
Yeah, but he's been scoring goals in the Premier League.
Yeah, I hear that. And
He
you know
scored
what?
goals in the Champions League.
Yeah, but still though.
I
He's
liked him as a
21.
player.
He's
I know I liked
21.
him as a player,
Actually,
but
did you not see
80
that
mil.
goal he scored over where he is?
Yeah, I
Did
was
you see
gonna
that
say.
goal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What against Saudi in
my
Saudi?
word,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh, my word.
and the
Saudi
thing is, you
league,
can't
but
say
he's-
but you can't say it's a Saudi league because he done it in the Champions League against Bayern
Yeah.
Munich. You see the goal against
Yeah.
Bayern Munich
Yeah.
when he's chipped Neuer. Like that's not.
But
you
I'm
know what I
saying,
mean?
my
But
point-
even
go on.
Watkins for 80 mil for me is a
lot.
bit like
Yeah.
That's
that's
a bit
a
too
lot.
much.
That's
I think that's
too
too
much
much
money.
for Watkins. Yeah, I don't think Watkins worth that
My
much.
point with Duran is
60 the most.
Most.
My point with Duran is you spend 80 million on him, yeah, and he doesn't perform. Remember, Arsenal always a step up to Villa, and he comes in and the fans, Arteta's done. Just like if you said,
But you could say that with anyone. You could say that with any striker.
no, but if you get a name, remember, if you buy a name brand striker and he doesn't perform, that's more falling on the striker.
But I don't think
Do you understand? You're not
I
going to
don't
look
think-
at Arteta and say, "Oh, you've signed Isak and he's not performing."
Yeah.
That's not Isak. We're going to say get rid of Isak. That's not Arteta's. You signed Duran for
I don't
80
think he'd
million.
want him though. I don't think he'd want him Arteta because of his
Yeah.
attitude.
What's that? Isak.
Is Duran.
Duran's
Duran,
attitude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. What's that?
Exactly.
Apparently, he's a
Yeah.
bit of a
And then,
shady
might change
character.
up his changing, your changing room, your room.
Yeah.
Oh, he's one of them like a Bamiyang kind of
Exactly,
guys who
yeah.
comes in and disturbs the
Yeah.
change.
The other name that I dropped, and I don't know what you guys think of this, Jean-Philippe Mateta from Palace. I think he would be. Do you not like him?
giant,
I
the
love
giant.
him.
Yeah, I
I
think
love
he's a proper
I
player.
love
but
him.
but
giant,
he
I
was
love
saying
him.
he was saying Arsenal can't bring in a name like that, and then that's when we were talking about Louis Saha, who
I said they
United
can't
brought
bring
in, and
Chris Wood.
no, I said a Chris Wood type of player like that.
No,
and then,
I
and
said
then
Chris Wood.
No,
no, but when I said
Arsenal
Mateta
can't-
as well, you weren't happy with that.
Nah, Mateta's a bowler.
Yeah,
Mateta compared to Chris Wood, I prefer
and he's a
Mateta
good
over
age, by the way. He's a good age. I think
I'll
he's
be
turning
honest with you,
27.
I think he's a beast.
Yeah, yeah.
man.
Yeah, he's a tank, yeah.
It's like they put us one suit, like, and he just slid into them.
Do you know what? I think if he has another good season
Yeah.
at Palace, I think teams are gonna start. Certain teams are gonna start
I
sniffing
like him.
around.
I
He's a
think he
big
could be good in
giant,
summer.
isn't he?
Yeah.
He's a giant.
Beast.
He's old
bully.
school, but he's got good feet as well. Yeah.
23 and 37, 38.
Yeah, he's really kicked on this last 18 months. But the thing is, I think he's 27. I think he's turning 28 this summer.
Okay.
But I think that's a good age.
But how much?
I think that's a
Alright,
good
so
age.
how much? What's his transfer value?
40, 50 mil maybe?
Yeah.
40 mil.
50 mil?
40 mil.
50 mil even?
40 mil. You buy him. You move on Jesus. Obviously he's injured,
Yeah.
and you bring him in.
See,
He's a squad player because I don't
Arsenal
think
fans-
he could deserve to start.
Wanted Cunha. A lot of Arsenal fans wanted Cunha. I don't think he's the right answer for Arsenal because he likes to drop in. I think you lot need an out-and-out centre forward like Mateta who can
Yeah.
drop in, but leading the line, running in behind,
Yeah,
he's
he'll get you goals.
he's a tank.
I've got a quick question for you, Rick, as well. Would you play Martinelli up front when he returns? Would you play him through the middle? Would you play him through the middle? So keep Trossard on the left, Martinelli through the middle.
I mean,
obviously Nweri or
You'd,
Saka.
I mean, what else would you do? You'd have to try that.
Yeah,
There's literally
options are
nothing else to
limited.
do
Yeah.
over or Merino. Like I've not seen nothing like that first half the other day against Leicester was
Terrible.
so
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
bro.
it was bad. It was bad.
It was so bad, and I'm looking like. So when I hear like Frank say, "Oh, you man can win the league," I'm just saying, "Oh, Frank's being nice." Frank's just being really nice. He's just being really nice because I think even if Liverpool drop points, I still think squeaky bum time for us certain games, and with no
100%.
striker now as well. Yeah. So, but for me, Trossard. I mean, Martinelli, you'd have to. What else? What else would you do?
I got back to what you just said about the no striker thing. I think players have got a point to prove more. Does that make sense? You know,
What
like
do
you
you
got,
mean? What do you mean?
So you got a lot of injuries, and it's like you're in the
They
change
need
room,
to
it's
step
like,
up,
look,
you mean?
lads, it's just us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? We've got to pull through now, and then you're gonna see. I reckon that's why Nweri and these guys they're gonna step up more. Trossard didn't look good either, but he doesn't want to be there.
I
This
think
is
he's
another
better out on the
problem.
left.
But he
Yeah,
doesn't wanna be
100%.
there.
He
He doesn't want to
100%.
be in the team though. He wants to go. He's not signing a new contract. So those things are problems as well. And you got a player that doesn't want to be there.
Again, the
problems.
Trossard for me, he's never been a man to start.
Yeah,
He's always been
an
an
impact.
That's
man.
right.
He's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
been
yeah.
an impact.
That's why he
player.
wants to leave.
So
That's probably why he wants to leave. And this is a conversation we had a while ago in regards to the problem with Arsenal have got is you need a bigger squad. In order to have a bigger squad, you need to keep them all happy. And in order to keep them all happy, you need to start winning a trophy. You know, to show them what you can achieve together. But then when you've got players like Trossard leaving, okay, now we got to plug that gap. You know what I mean?
That though. What happens if we don't win? That player goes. That player goes.
Yeah,
that
you did
player
say that.
goes.
Yeah, you did say that.
That's what's
Yeah.
literally that's what I can see
Speaking
that's
on
gonna
that,
happen.
Real Madrid are lurking around
For who?
Saliba.
Not surprised. Not surprised at all.
Not surprised.
He's replaceable.
Yeah.
For me, Saliba's definitely replaceable.
Nah, mate.
Saliba's replaceable. What are you talking about? Saliba, do you know what? I think he's overrated. I swear to God, I think he's overrated.
Oh, wrong button.
Actually, you don't think? Do you know what? I think he's overrated. That's my opinion, bro. You think he's his goal? You think he's his great? I will be more. One second. I'll be more upset with Gabriel leaving than Saliba right now. Me personally.
And I hear that, but I still feel them like you need
both of them. You need both of them. Yeah.
I think he's replaceable.
Nah.
So if you sold Saliba tomorrow, who would you bring in?
Like
Give me a
Mark
name.
Gay from Palace or somebody like that.
No, he's quality. He's quality.
he's
But
good,
but I don't think
Gabriel
don't
here.
really
Yeah, I don't
I don't
Not
think.
Saliba, man.
No, but I don't think
I
you're.
don't
I
rate
don't
him.
think it's gonna be.
Has Gay played in Europe?
No.
Played.
He's
Yeah.
played, he's played for England.
Yeah,
He was England's best defender at the Euros. But I don't think he's Saliba's level. He's
But
not Saliba's level.
I don't think it'll be if he left and we got a good centre back. I don't think we will miss him as much as
You
people
want to play
think.
Kivior back there, innit? See you. That's what you want to happen.
Nah,
That's what
if,
you want
we,
to happen,
if
bro.
he goes, we're gonna have to replace
What's
him.
Mertesacker doing these days?
He's in
that was for me. Them two. There's players that just have to stay. We have to like keep certain.
Obviously, you
players
want to keep him, but I'm saying if Real Madrid's lurking, when they come in, you're gone.
Nah, we got to keep him. If we want to win anything,
What do you think? You reckon he's gonna go?
If Real Madrid come calling, not many players turn him down, mate. That's what I would say, especially when you're not winning anything. But for you to say that he's replaceable, you'll struggle to replace him.
I think we got one more summer of spending. Yeah, he's got to get it right this summer.
Yeah, I agree, Rick.
And he has to win something next season.
Completely
Otherwise,
agree with Rick.
That's it. You might as well just start saying to Real Madrid, listen, you might as well come in for my man. Who wants Odegaard? Who wants Saka? We might as well just get the monies in and
Be done with it.
be done with it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think if you don't win nothing next season,
That's
I
it.
think your supporters
He
will
has
try
to
and
go
prove
and
it.
buy a
they
striker
won't.
this
They won't.
summer.
I agree.
They'll
He has to
definitely
go-
calling for his head
put your
next
hand in your
season if you don't
pocket.
win nothing.
Go and buy a striker. Yeah. Put your hand in your pocket. You know you do that sometimes. You just put the money. That's what you're going to have to do this summer and just hope for the best. You have to win something next
One
year.
more question for Arsenal. Would you sell Saka for 190 million?
190.
1 second. Well, 180. What's he valued at? He's valued at something. 100 or something. Would you sell him for 190? Let's just say around them regions.
Gone.
Start Nweri and sign a striker and a left winger.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
190 mil.
You have to.
Gone.
You have to.
That's crazy.
That kind of money you have
That's
to.
crazy money.
Yeah.
190
What's
mil.
he valued at? He's valued at about 160.
Probably not that much.
70.
Probably about 120 or something.
Nah, no
No,
way.
I
You're
think more than
no
that.
way.
Yeah.
No way.
You're not going to get
But
160,
yeah.
170 million for Saka. No one's
No,
going to
if,
pay that
if,
kind of
it,
money.
if it was that, no,
I
not,
think
not,
about 150 for him.
I reckon you get
not
150.
Yeah.
Who can
I
pay
want
that much?
extra
Apart
40.
from Saudi, he's not going to go to Saudi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who can pay 150
Yeah, obviously,
million
Real
for
Madrid
him?
needs people that
Real
have
Madrid.
problems now, but
Yeah.
they're the team that normally come in for that with big money. And who is better than Saka at the present time, at his age group? Apart from Lamar, who's actually better than Saka? Cole Palmer's not better than Saka. Foden's not better than Saka. Who's better than him?
He's consistent with it, innit,
Yes,
Saka?
so they're not better than him.
Yeah, no, he's consistent with it.
Who is better than Saka?
I'd still have Foden over Saka personally.
Nah, man.
Personally.
But how?
I rate Saka very, very highly. I just think Foden's got that extra edge for me. But
He's technically better, innit?
yeah.
Apart from-
Yeah,
but
Saka's
it's
consistent though.
it's not, yeah, he is. But
It's just
Foden,
like-
Foden
go
won
on.
Player of the Year last season. You know what I mean? He
but
won,
what's
he
he
won
doing?
City
What's
the
he done this
champion.
season?
Yeah, but this season City have been like it's the argument that you say. City, the whole team's not been very good this season.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's debatable. Yeah, Rafinha. He plays on that side for
How old is he?
Barcelona. 27.
That's not Saka's age group. He's older.
Yeah. What about Rodrigo? How old's Rodrigo? Or he plays from the? Does he play from the? He plays from the right as well, doesn't he?
Real Madrid one.
Yeah, but he don't get as many
right.
goal involvements as Saka though.
What do you think about Saka?
I like Saka.
He's a
Better
baller.
than who's better out of the three? Because there's this big debate about Saka, Foden,
Palmer.
or something.
Saka, Foden, Palmer.
Saka, Foden,
Yeah.
Palmer. Yeah, see, I agree with that. Because Palmer's even quite as obviously Chelsea team's gone down. But
I think the other thing about Saka.
Palmer's a brilliant player, but he's gonna do it like season after season, like Saka's doing it.
done it,
Foden's
man.
doing
That's
it.
what I said as well.
He hasn't done
And
it
Palmer
yet.
plays more through the middle, and this
That's
season
right.
he's not been as good
Yeah.
as last season. The other thing I'll say about Saka is he looks like a proper good lad as well. Like won't cause any problems, won't cause any issues. Like well behaved, this and that. And you know what you're gonna get out of him. Work rate, all that kind of stuff.
Disciplined.
Yeah. You got to respect that in this day and age as
Everyone
well.
loves Saka, man.
Yeah.
You can't not love him, man.
Quick.
Serious.
We're gonna move on quickly. Gonna touch on the Brighton Chelsea game, man. Speaking of Cole Palmer, Brighton moved to them, man.
Yeah.
The 3-0.
Mitoma.
Mitoma's goal.
Tell me you lot saw that goal.
Yeah.
touch.
World class that was.
Yeah.
World
my
class.
word.
Dead in.
Oh
Yeah.
my word.
Keeper was a bit suspect though.
I'm not taking anything
Let's
away from
be real.
Mitoma.
No. Okay,
No.
I
that's fair enough.
refuse to blame
That's
anyone.
fair enough.
Yeah.
But the keeper, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Positioning. But do you know what? He was caught by surprise, I think. Because I don't think he was expecting him to take it down.
take it down, dead.
And then
yeah.
And then turned in and
two
then-
defenders as well
Oh,
around him.
man, it was
You know what?
brilliant.
I'm not going to lie. I was in my living room just doing that. I was like,
Yeah,
wow.
That's what I did. When
Wow,
I saw that
yeah.
goal, I just thought, wow.
Incredible.
That's a goal.
Yeah, that first
That's a
touch.
goal.
I actually missed the game. You messaged me saying, "You see Mitoma's
Yeah,
goal."
yeah.
When I saw it, I said, "Oh,
Goal of the season.
Yeah.
at the
Oh,
moment,
yeah,
mate.
100%,
Yeah.
100%
Goal of
at the moment,
season.
yeah.
I mean, the
Yeah.
ball was coming over,
Yeah.
and he just took it down, took it inside.
Dead. It's how it
Wow.
just
Beautiful.
How he stopped it dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea, what's going on with Chelsea anyway? What have they got to do? There's a lot of things to talk about the manager. He's just
Where are they now in the league?
he's just doing bare madness.
I think they're 6. Is it 6?
But I think they're still kind of doing better. Well, better than what I thought. To be fair, I think at the beginning of the season, I thought it was a bit of a mess, innit? So
I thought it was going to
I
win
was
the
a
league
bit-
at a stage.
I was a bit unsure.
Yeah,
but
they're 6.
I mean, yeah, I still think they're gonna be around. I still think they'll get Europe.
But they've got a lot of injuries now as well. Madueke went off with a hamstring.
But they got a
injury.
big squad, though.
Jackson.
They've
They
got,
got,
they've got a big squad.
They got a whole. They got half the league in their team.
They got a massive squad. Well,
Yeah.
like a few of the players I haven't seen for a while. I know Jackson's injured. I know they got rid of Felix in the.
Jackson's
in the
injured.
window.
Madueke's injured. Gusto's
Where's
injured.
Where's Mudryk?
He's on a ban, isn't he? Did he get banned?
Oh yeah, he had a drug thing.
Did he get banned for that?
Yeah.
He must have.
Has he got banned?
He must
No,
have.
No, he can't play yet, can he? Until
Yeah,
next-
no, he must have.
Yeah, but they got cover for him.
Do you know the other lad? They was it Vega, the Portuguese defender that they was sent
The
on to
tall
Juventus?
brother.
Yeah,
The-
apparently they love him in Juve. He's like their new wall. They're saying
He
they can play a
looks
high line
so
because he's
awkward, bro. He looks
It
so
just
awkward
but again,
when he
it just
plays,
shows you the
bro.
levels. That's Serie A. It just shows you the levels, the difference in levels.
What,
You know
have
what
they
I mean?
sold him?
On loan.
Oh, he's on loan?
Yeah, but apparently
Yeah,
he's
bro,
balling out
he-
for Juve.
Oh, serious?
They love him.
I need to go take a look because when I see him at Chelsea,
that?
I said,
I think
this
Renato
looks
Vega.
horrid.
Renato Vega.
What's he, defender?
Yeah, defender, but they're playing him in midfield. They're
Yeah,
playing
they were
left
playing
back.
midfield,
yeah,
yeah, they were playing
and they
midfield,
need
that's
defenders
it.
as well.
Chelsea are in problems, man.
Is Maresca under pressure
Nah,
or not yet?
Nah.
How long's he been there for now?
This summer. Summer.
First season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's alright, man.
what I said, he's
yeah,
alright.
yeah, he's alright. He's alright.
Regardless of what Chelsea do this year, you're gonna be like, all right.
Because they're gonna move on.
They're gonna sign another
Nkunku.
million players again in the summer.
And Cuckoo's gonna go. He don't want to be there. He's out.
Mm.
I think they're selling João Felix. He's gone. Where do you go? AC Milan. isn't he?
Yeah, he's on loan at Milan.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I just that Todd Bowley, man. He's like he seems like a volatile character. He's a type to just be like, you know what, I'm done with you, and then go get someone
Yeah.
else in. Yeah,
What, manager-wise?
yeah.
Well,
I
you said- when you
wouldn't
said
be
they are 6 in the
surprised.
league, you just said.
6 in the league, yeah.
They're still doing good though, bro.
Yeah, but he wants Champions League football.
No,
if they
but
don't
the
get Champions
league
League
is
football, he'll be under pressure.
so you got to look at the league this year. It's so competitive.
tough.
You can't.
Yeah, but
really...
you try and explain. No, I agree. You're right. I completely agree. But you try and explain that to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't see. Like, look at Poch, for example.
Yeah.
Chelsea were doing well towards the end of the season. Poch actually found
we
some
said that.
stability.
It's true, that-
But I
that
feel
was a
like,
shock.
from what we're told, it was a mutual thing where Poch was like, I don't actually want to do this anymore because he didn't want to get rid of Conor Gallagher. He didn't want to get rid of Trevor Chalobah.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they were like, no, we have to sell him because of PSR. And he was like, well then, and then they were like, all right, cool, then we'll just part ways then.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
So you reckon if they don't get European football, then Champions League football? Sorry.
I don't think
I
they'll
don't think he's
sack
under
him.
pressure. Yeah.
I don't think they'll sack him, but if he then starts poorly next season, then they'll pull the plug quick. They're not gonna hang about, I don't think. Like by October, November. If they start off poor next season with no Champions League football, you'll be under serious pressure, I think.
Oh, okay. Alright, sick. Alright, we're gonna just move on to some questions for you. We're gonna touch on some Leeds things.
Okay.
Yeah, Yeah, how did you become a Leeds fan, man?
Well, my first experience with Leeds was when my dad and his brother lived in Leeds.
Yeah,
And we went down to the Leeds to visit
yeah,
my dad's brother. And they was actually going to go to watch a Leeds game.
yeah,
And because we turned up unexpectedly,
yeah.
he said, "Oh, you can't go." So the guy said, "Oh, I'll take your son if he wants to go." And I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And that's how I started supporting Leeds.
Swear.
I was 7 years old.
Wow.
So,
7 years old.
okay. I thought it was like a Leeds situation.
No,
it just
that's
came out of
7 years
nowhere.
old. No. Yeah.
Oh, you got reason.
You subbed me up for this purpose.
And I'll tell you as well, I must have been the first black supporter.
Oh, you was the first black. So he was trying to copy his dad to be the first black nuke. Oh, it was
I
making
must have been the
sense.
first black supporter in the ground.
Oh my god. What year was that?
Oh my God.
1840.
I'd be giving my age away. So I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
So about 10 years ago.
All right, what's your most memorable football game or match you can remember?
Memorable for good reasons and bad reasons.
Yeah.
FA Cup final with Chelsea.
Yeah. What year?
What year was that?
Roughly.
Ooh, roughly. 1970?
1970. Did they win? Or did you not win? Did you not
We
win?
lost the replay
Oh, you lost.
to Chelsea, yeah.
But what was memorable about the game? What was good about it?
Listen, it was probably one of the dirtiest games you've ever seen. And all I kept saying, kick on, go on, kick on.
Was Billy Bremner playing in that game?
Yeah, Billy Brenda, Johnny Giles,
Yeah.
Paul Reaney,
Yeah.
Billy Brenda.
Yeah. Sick, man. So what's your current opinion on like the state of football in the moment, like
Well,
Premier League?
things have
Championship?
moved on, obviously. Technology's come into it a lot now.
Yeah.
You know, players are a lot fitter.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember the days when players had beer bellies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, after a game, they're going to have like fish and chips and
Yeah,
beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like the gas, what's that? Like gas coins? Was it like that gas coins time
That's
when
right,
like,
yeah.
around there, like
Yeah.
almost?
Yeah, maybe even before that as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't so
But, no,
strict.
but drinking was still involved in
Yeah,
them days,
drinking,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so you can go to the pub after
That's
the
right,
game and it
yeah.
wasn't so.
Yeah.
Okay, sick, man.
I didn't even know that story.
Some of them used to smoke as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them
Yeah.
did.
What, you can smoke? What?
Yeah, a lot of them
Yeah,
did.
a lot
And
of
what
them
is
used to
cool?
smoke then. A lot of them used to smoke then. Yeah.
Bruh,
He
imagine.
told me he supported Leeds because they had the hardest firm.
Ah, he's a hooligan.
His second team was Millwall.
See, because I got a lot of mates in Millwall.
Ah, well, you go to any Millwall games then?
A couple.
Ah, sick. So I need to ask you because obviously you took me to my first football game. Was that your first football
Yeah,
game?
QPR Leeds. 2-1
QPR
Leeds.
Leeds. You remember
yeah.
taking us?
2-1 Leeds.
Yeah, keep your
How was it like getting tickets back in the day? Could you just roll up to the ground and like?
Yeah, those
Get us
days,
tickets.
those days you can buy the tickets at the door, at
Yeah.
the gate, you know.
Yeah.
There weren't no ordering over the phone or all that.
Yeah,
them
yeah,
days,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You go, you said punter outside, you buy some tickets outside. you know?
Yeah. Ah, sick. I can't remember. Was Trevor Sinclair? I think was Trevor Sinclair playing? In my
He
head,
was playing for QPR then.
did he do an overhead kick in that game?
Yes, he did. Yes,
He did, didn't he?
No, is that the game
No,
we went
he
to?
done an overhead kick.
He didn't
Was
score
it
it,
in that
though,
game?
innit?
And it's, yeah.
He
No,
did do
sure.
one, innit?
Yeah.
No,
See, I knew it. I thought so.
Yes, he
I
did.
don't remember that.
He did, innit?
Yes, he
I
did.
thank you.
Yeah.
In my head, I remember him doing an overhead
Yeah.
kick. I don't think it's not the one you're thinking about. Not the
No.
one. He's
Oh,
done
okay,
two.
okay.
Yeah, he's done
But he
so.
did do
Yeah,
one in that game. I remember.
yeah.
See, my memory is pretty good, man. All right, cool. Another question for you. What's your take on like VAR? Obviously, you're coming from an era where football's changed. We're going
Yeah.
more into this
Well,
virtual
I like
state.
the I like the VAR because I mean the referees were making too many mistakes and
Yeah.
it was costing teams points.
yeah.
Still is.
I mean, they're improving. They're improving. They're
Yeah.
getting there. You know, they're gonna have this what's that?
Semi-automated.
Semi-automated,
Yeah. They should have brought that in before.
Yeah.
They should have brought that in
so
before.
that was slowing the game down, and
Yeah.
sometimes you're celebrating and then next minute it's taken away.
Yeah.
And it's quick. It's
Yeah.
quick, like 10 seconds.
Semi-automated.
Yeah, it's 10, 15 seconds, it's done.
What you gonna say, guys?
I think VAR is a positive thing. What I don't like about it is when they take 3-4 minutes to analyze a decision. It's like, yo, this is meant to be brought in for clear and obvious errors. If it's taking 3 or 4 minutes to analyze, it's obviously not that clear and not that obvious.
And they're still making errors.
Yeah.
Do you know what? They actually had it in the game the other day. Which game was it that I was watching? I can't remember which game it was in the Premier League. And they've scored from the corner. I think it was the Palace Everton game when I think Palace have scored from a corner
and it's gone out.
But they couldn't see if it like
right.
with all the technology.
Yeah.
So they had to stick with on-field decision, and it took like 30 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they couldn't. Yeah, rather than keep going over and over, they're like we have to stick with.
I don't get how they've got that technology if it goes over the goal line, but then the same line they can't
because it's not further out. Yeah.
It's silly, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, they should do. You're right, they should do.
This next question, all of you can answer it. Do you prefer watching your team play in the stadium or at home TV?
Depends on the weather.
What's up, Uncle? Yeah.
Don't mind both.
Yeah. What would you prefer though? Like,
I might
do you prefer
prefer
going to the game, the atmosphere, or do you prefer chilling?
Depends what
Yeah.
game. Sometimes some games you like to stay at home. You know, you have a little drink there. You're relaxing.
Yeah.
I've got the boys round. They're all Leeds supporters.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hood.
Pause.
Leeds supporters. Leeds supporters.
Yeah. All right, Frank. What about you? What do you prefer?
Do you know what? At the moment, I've got to say at home because when we lose, at least I'm at home. You know what I mean? Yesterday's trip home was a nightmare.
Your TV. You broke your TV before?
Yeah, no. I broke
Close.
my teeth. I almost broke my foot before when I was a kid.
Serious?
Yeah, when I was a kid,
man.
I kicked the armchair so hard I almost broke my foot.
What about you?
Do you know what? It depends on the game, man. I went up to Newcastle when we played Dortmund at home in the Champions League.
Slapped up.
We lost 1-0, but the atmosphere.
Drove to
That was-
Newcastle.
No, I didn't drive. I got the
Yeah.
train.
And you
And I
lost.
stayed the night up there. Say that
You
again.
stayed- oh,
We
you-
lost, but what I'm saying is, it depends on the game like that. You can't replicate the atmosphere at home
yeah,
with some
atmosphere,
commentators.
yeah.
Do you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But then there's other games like it's just like it's a whatever game. The atmosphere in the stadium is just dull. You're better off at home with the commentary.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on the game. Yeah.
I think I prefer. I think I prefer watching at home. You know, man. Like the view, the camera angles,
Yeah.
the rewind.
Are you getting them behind the goal tickets?
Buying the goal's quite lit. You know, I've watched it once. I get some good tickets, man. I'm an influencer now. I'm getting the hookup. Alright, Mark, do you reckon Leeds will be promoted this season? Then I know you lot are City.
Yes.
Is it second in the league?
We're second and
1 point behind Sheffield United.
They're 1-0 down to Sunderland right now as we
Second and
speak.
losing.
Yeah.
we're 1-0 down at the moment.
Because Sunderland's another team that's fighting
Yeah.
for promotion as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, I think we got this season.
You reckon you got
Yeah,
up?
we got this season.
Let me ask you a question. Burnley's defensive record is ridiculous.
Oh,
Is it 9 goals
9.
conceded in the whole season?
In the whole season.
How many games have they played? Like 30?
They're 10 straight at the moment, no?
With clean sheet.
Yeah.
That is for that's got to be some sort of championship record,
It is a
surely.
record, yeah.
It is, yeah.
It is a record, yeah.
That is incredible, man.
But they're crazy. I mean, their defense is just something else, isn't it?
Do you know what? I saw their fixtures the other day. It's like 1-0, 1-0, 0-0,
That's
1-0,
right.
2-0,
Yeah,
1-0.
goes 1-0, 1-0.
It's just madness. Yeah, fair play to them.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna jump into a quick fire round. You, It's a Leeds fire round. So what is this? I get 2 Leeds players.
Yeah.
I'll ask you just pick who your favourite
Okay.
player is. All right, so let's go. Paul Robertson or Nigel Martin?
Paul Robinson.
Ian Hart or I can't even pronounce this man's
Alioski.
name. Alioski. Sounds like
Oh, Ian Hart.
Ian Hart. Danny Mills or Luke
Ayling.
Luke Ayling.
Who's that? Oh,
Lucas Radebe, man.
why you write his whole name, bro? Woodgate or Jonathan? Oh no, it is Lucas Rabidi or Jonathan Woodgate. No, I thought it was
Rabidi.
Lucas Rabidi Woodgate.
Yeah.
Look at the way he looks. So,
Lucas Radebe.
yeah, but it looks like it's one name. Sorry, yeah. And Rio Ferdinand or Carlton
Who
Palmer.
did you say? Radebe or Woodgate?
Radebe.
Radebe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course, mate.
Yeah.
And who?
Rio Ferdinand or Carlton Palmer.
They're not in the same position.
I know, but
Yeah,
who
Rio
prefers,
Ferdinand,
innit?
of course. Rio.
Oh, Carlton Palmer. I remember Palmer, man.
Yeah,
Palmer, he played centre back, didn't he?
Rio was
Centre
man.
mid.
Was he centre mid all the time?
Yeah, come on.
Did he start as a centre back?
Yeah, he was good though.
Yeah.
He was really good as well. But
Okay.
Rio.
Alan Smith or Lee Bowyer?
Oh, Smith.
Smith, yeah.
Yeah,
All
Sniffer Smith.
right. Robbie Keane or Michael Bridges?
Michael Keane. No.
Roy Keane.
You can't have both. You can't have both. Michael Bridges or Robbie Keane?
Robbie Keane.
You try and remix it.
Yeah, Tottenham both.
Janato or Somerville?
Nonto. Willie Nonto.
Just wait.
Nonto or Somerville.
Silent G.
Brother, he's
Somerville.
got an ice cream,
definitely.
gelato.
I know we got Nonto. We got Nonto still, but Somerville.
Gelato.
Definitely Somerville.
Them silent
Shanks
G's
says
moving like a rude boy.
He was good for you the last season, wasn't he,
Yeah,
Somerville?
just Somerville. Yeah, Somerville.
English letters,
I mean,
man.
Nonto's good, but Somerville was a man last season.
I thought you knew him.
I don't know these names. I'm being honest. Calvin Phillips or James Milner?
Milner.
Dan James or Jack Harrison?
James.
Pablo Hernandez or Rafinha? Rafinha, innit?
Yeah, but Hernandez was good.
But Hernandez
he's a
good.
legend
Yeah,
for Leeds.
exactly.
They love
Yeah,
him.
I was thinking,
Rafinha
God,
was
that's a hard
cold,
one.
Yeah.
Patrick Bamford or Jermaine Beckford, West London boy.
Beckford.
Beckford, yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Viduka or Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank?
Oh, Hasselbank.
Hasselbank. That's what I said. Ruben, so that's where it was cold, man. Tony Yeboah or Eric Cantona?
Cantona.
Over Tony Yeboah.
Cantona,
Was
mate.
Tony Yeboah like the first guy to score a banger?
He scored all them.
He wasn't it?
goals
In
on
off the crossbar.
Was he the first guy to do it though?
He's the first.
He's one of the first.
Everyone was trying to do a Yeboah.
Yeah.
Everyone
Everybody
used to call it
scored.
Yeboah.
Tony Yeboah!
Yeboah, mate.
We used to 60 seconds of Emerson goal.
Rocket shots.
Yeah. So he was the first man. Can we verify?
Yeah.
He
He done it twice, by the way.
Yeah,
I know.
Once
Yeah,
against
right.
Wimbledon, once
Yeah.
against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Can football guys verify if Tony Yeboah was the
Yeah,
first man to score a banger?
In off the crossbar.
Crossbar and in. All right, last one, Alex. We got
Okay.
Gary McAllister or Harry Kewell?
McAllister.
McAllister, yeah.
Yeah.
Q was a legend, though, no?
Kill was good, but McAllister was.
Yeah.
Who else did
He was
McAllister
like
play
captain.
for?
He was like captain.
Liverpool. Yeah,
Liverpool,
he was,
yeah, that's Liverpool. All right, we're going to do a quick one with Leeds. You want to do this one or should I do it?
You could do it. You could do it.
I got to jump in. You do it.
All right.
You're not ready?
No, I'm ready.
I don't want to see
I'm
that. I
ready.
don't want to see
All
that
right.
in advance.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
Nick Pope or Dubravka?
Nick Pope.
Shay Given or Shaka Hislop?
Shay Given.
No, you don't rate Saka.
Brother, you ain't listen.
He used to make so many.
You know my thoughts on the darker melanin keepers, man.
Try Trippier or Livramento?
Now Livramento. It's a tough one.
Okay.
But now Livramento.
Okay. Sven Botman or Fabian Schär?
Botman.
Colaccini or Steven Taylor?
Colaccini.
Did you like Steven Taylor?
Both of them can go in the bin, though. Stephen Taylor. Was he did the diving handball? Do you remember that? He got shot by against Leeds.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant. That was quality.
Anyone, go on YouTube and YouTube that
that
Stephen
was
Taylor
Taylor,
gets
yeah.
shot.
Legendary.
Newcastle.
Funny, man.
Oh my
All right.
gosh. Do you remember that?
Bruno Guimaraes or Joe Linton?
Oh man, two different players. But I'm
a good one.
gonna go Guimaraes because we actually signed Jonas as a striker and he couldn't perform. So we moved him back.
But he's an animal
Solid in the
feeler.
midfield, but I'll go Guimaraes.
Oh, what about Tonali? How highly do you rate him?
Now I do. When
Yeah.
he first come,
He was struggling.
yeah. He was struggling, but he was struggling because he didn't want to leave Milan at first.
Yeah.
All that betting stuff, he had to get used to the pace of the Prem.
Yeah.
But right now he's a good player. What I used to find with Tonali was he could perform at home, not away from home. I went to Brentford, we got beat 4-2 in the season, and he was just useless. But now he's starting to be a bit more consistent. He's a player.
But you'd have both of them above him, though.
Both
Joe Linton and Guimaraes above him. No, I'm just, yes. Okay, you know what? Start bench sell. Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali, and Joe Linton. Start one bench, one
Start
sell one.
Guimaraes.
That's a good question.
I'll be on. Oh man, I'll sell Joe Linton and bench Tonali.
Fair enough. All right. Tino Asprilla or David Ginola?
Oh, oh man, I got. Oh man,
Both of them were brilliant.
Yeah,
Both of them was wicked.
Can I take a shot? Is it not that podcast? I'm gonna go Tino, man, just because he had an impact. But Ginola was brilliant as well.
Ginola
bro.
was class, man.
Both of them were wicked.
Yeah.
Kieran Dyer or Jermaine Genius?
Do you know what? I liked Kieran Dyer. Just get injured too much.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
But I'm gonna go Kieran Dyer just because I did like him. I thought he had a lot of ability if he could stay fit.
Okay. Norberto Solano or Lauren Robert?
Oh, I'm gonna go Nobby.
Yeah.
Pause.
they both hit free kicks as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
All right. Paul Gascoigne or
pressing
Peter
my button,
Beardsley?
man.
Beardsley.
Ahead of Gaza?
Yeah,
For Newcastle,
There's
I
a
guess.
reason
Yeah,
because
yeah.
when I first started supporting Newcastle,
Beardsley.
Beardsley,
That's
Robley,
right.
Andy
Yeah,
Cole.
yeah.
Beardsley.
Yeah, Beardsley. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
Beardsley.
Papi Cisse or Demba Ba?
I'm going. Oh, jeez. I'm going.
They were
Denver.
quality together,
I'm going-
by the way.
I'm going Denver. Cisse
Yeah.
had 6 months.
Okay, all right,
And
fair
then
enough.
his,
All right.
his real age caught up with him.
He's a ringer.
And then Denver had cropped legs for like 50 years.
Keith Gillespie or Jonas Gutierrez?
Oh, Spider-Man. I'm going to go Keith Gillespie.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah,
Gutierrez,
I like
Spider-Man.
He's a fan's favourite, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jonas Gutierrez, yeah.
like
Yeah,
it.
the mask. But
Yeah.
he only scored
Gillespie
about
was
twice. That's why he scored the mask like twice.
Didn't he run like this? He run like Gillespie, man. Who used to run like this?
That's Sterling.
Nah, one of them used to run like this.
Sterling, man.
Nah, Gillespie.
Kind of wild like that. You watching, bro?
Nah, I'm telling you. Aye, Gillespie's some
Sterling's the quickest gut, man.
No, I'm telling you. I swear Gillespie's hands were like this, bro. Google it. Bro.
Right.
Google
Sterling's
it.
the quickest gut.
It's not the brother from Scary Movie, you know. Take that man. What's going on?
Are you sure? I swear Gillespie's around like this, bro. We're gonna
All right, Alan Saint-Maximin or Hatem Ben Arfa?
Saint Maximin. Ben Arthur had mad potential, never got fulfilled for
That's what I'm saying
Newcastle.
to you. That's what I'm
Mad
saying to you.
potential.
He's a
Baller
baller
on his
though.
day.
Yeah, mad
But-
potential. But Saint Maximin then.
But Saint Maximin's like a Doku. They're like similar, like 2.0s. I don't know who the 2.0 is, but they're very similar.
All right.
bro. Yeah, go on.
Craig Bellamy or Anthony Gordon? Different sort of plays, but Bellamy did play wide as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Gordon just because I can because in the change room it's gonna stay it's gonna stay
Bellamy
calm.
was a savage,
Yeah, I
wasn't
know,
he?
it's mad.
All
man.
right. Cliver or Les Ferdinand?
Oh, for us, Les Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, Les Ferdinand. Yeah.
Military.
Yeah, for
Andy
us, Les
Cole
Ferdinand.
or Alexander Isak?
Jesus is Lord. I'm gonna go Andy Cole because he's the reason I support Newcastle.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Ah,
yeah.
that's
Cole.
an arch there after.
All right. Now this isn't a another Newcastle player, but I'm comparing. So you tell me who do you think's better,
Yeah.
Alan Shearer
Yeah.
or Harry Kane? Try and take your Newcastle hat off. I'm
that.
talking about
Yeah, pick it up.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Shearer or
man. Jesus. Who do I think's better?
Shearer or Kane?
Who's the better number 9, Shearer or Kane? As in,
I'm
yeah,
maybe contract. I'm gonna go Harry Kane.
yeah.
Yeah, all round.
He's a better all-round player than
All
Shearer.
round
isn't he?
player is a better player. And Shearer played in Listen, Shearer bullied the league when he was
yeah,
top
he
of his
did,
game.
he
Blackburn
did.
Rovers and then for a period at Newcastle.
Did he win them the league?
He won Blackburn the league.
Won
Yeah,
the
Yeah, he
league?
did.
yeah,
He did. Yeah, he did. Him and Chris Sutton. Him and
That's
Sutton.
right,
Yeah.
Oh, remember
SAS.
Sutton
Do you
was
remember
baller.
SAS?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Wilcox on the wing.
yeah.
Do you know what?
Stuart Ripley.
The one player we could have
Sutton
had
was cold
as
as
Man
well.
United. Man United could have had a lot of players, a lot of players like Ronaldinho. We missed out on Rivaldo. We missed out on Del Piero, Brazilian Ronaldo. And I'm not saying that Shearer's better than them. No, R9 for me is the greatest. But if Alan Shearer had come to Man United, either time that we wanted him, from Southampton to Blackburn,
greatest
or
books
from Blackburn to Newcastle, the type of centre he was, Sir Alex's perfect centre forward.
yeah.
Because remember how long he was doing it for.
Yeah.
Now Alan Shearer, left foot, right foot, header, volley, free kick, penalty, everything outside the area, inside the area. In one of the best strikers I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm still gutted that he didn't play for Man United, even just for like 3-4 years. What he would have done
So you Shearer over Kane then?
after everything I've just said.
Better be, bruv. You was like,
As a
do
striker,
everything.
no, as a striker, you know what? As a striker, I will still say Alan Shearer.
Really?
As an all-round footballer, Harry Kane. But I was so
me,
jealous of Alan
Shearer.
Shearer.
Shearer,
As
yeah.
a striker, yeah.
I'm trying to
nine.
think. Kane back in that era, I think if he had gone to Man United, he would have done the same as Shearer.
That's
I think,
right.
in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a good shout. To be
You
fair.
reckon?
Yeah.
Listen,
Do
Kane.
you think
I think
football was rougher back then?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
So, alright, so do you think Kane's rough enough for them man there back in the day?
His ankles would have got it.
This is what I'm saying. You got to look at the type of player he is and the era. I don't think them man there can't handle them bad men back in the day.
Yeah.
Vinnie Jones.
You've seen a
and-
couple of clips of
Mad
Shearer
man.
bleeding out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're trying to kick you into row 2.
Yeah.
Back in them days.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, football was gangster then. I got a quick question. Why did you support Newcastle? Because you said about
Do you know what?
Andy Cole.
So, do you know what's the funny thing is? So my dad wanted me to support Leeds,
Oh, you was onto him, yeah?
but then,
I was.
but then,
That's why I named him Lee.
no,
yeah.
I couldn't name him Leeds because his mum would have it.
Seriously?
His mum said, no, you're taking the DHS off.
No, D.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, you'd been called Leeds. Leeds Mason.
His mum said, no way. He's not gonna,
Nickname.
tell you what, so take the D and the S, I'm calling Lee. I said, well, that's close. Yeah, that'll do.
Should have named him. You should have called his nickname Ellen. Lee Ellen Mason.
oh sugar.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. So what happened was, for a period, my favorite team was actually Aston Villa.
Okay.
And the reason being, I think the very first match I really remember, that's when they had Dalen Axon and Dean Saunders up
Oh,
front.
yeah.
And I
Ballers.
think they beat United 3-1 in the League Cup final.
Probably.
I think. And Darren, so my older brother, he's Aston Villa fan.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool. I think Villa's the team because they got Axon up. I like Dalen Atkinson, Dean Saunders, and then Newcastle. the season they come up to the Prem, they won the first 6 games straight, and Cole ripped it that season. And when I started watching Newcastle, I said, "It's my team." Yeah, free flowing, attack minded. And Kevin Keegan at the helm, I said, "Yeah, they're onto stuff," and they weren't. They weren't.
So how did you feel when Cole left Newcastle? I know
Devastated.
you were young, but
You gotta remember, he went for what, 6 or 7 million.
7 million
plus
Gillespie.
Yeah. I was devastated. Do you know what's crazy? It feels like when I look back, it felt like Cole was at Newcastle for a lot longer than he was.
No, he wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. He scored a lot of goals.
He only done 18 months in the Prem with Newcastle.
Yeah.
But he scored a lot of goals. But Gillespie, credit to him.
One penalty.
Yeah, but one thing I'm gonna say, Mr. Andrew Cole, is he says he only scores one. Do you know he missed the penalty against Coventry? So that's probably why he never took any
Fair
more.
play, yeah.
He doesn't bring that up. Not trying to tarnish man's name, but I remember this. We drew 0-0 at Coventry. He missed the penalty.
Can you verify this, Cole?
Whoever's out there, verify it.
Shout out Andrew Cole, man.
You can call it. Listen, we're Jamaicans. You can call him a bumbo. I promise you.
He missed the penalty away at Coventry. We drew 0-0 in that game, and he missed the penalty. So that might be one of the reasons why he didn't take penalties anymore. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, that's the reason, man.
Okay,
Newcastle.
I've never asked you, obviously.
And
like I said, I've never understood it. So.
And yeah, sorry. And I was gonna say, Gillespie come in. I was devastated, but Gillespie, and then we mounted a challenge a season or two later when we had Shearer and Ferdinand.
Yeah.
We should have won the league that season.
Okay.
That's right.
Should have won that league that season, but never mind.
Sick. All right, well, that was the episode finished, man. Time's up. That was the On The Bench podcast. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and yeah. You guys enjoyed it? Good episode?
Yeah,
Right.
Have you back on, man. I enjoyed it.
again,
It livened up a bit more towards the end. We need more energy for
Yeah.
this, but we'll get you back on towards the end of the season maybe and go again. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. Do you want to put your podcast on?
Yeah. Check out. So I'm part of a team that has a podcast which focuses on books and all things kind of books which will what they call it? What do they call it, man?
Podcast.
No. The podcast is called Fully Booked.
Yeah.
So fully underscore booked on the Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's all things in relation to confidence boosting and making sure it's books that are like impactful and I've lost my trail of thought.
Basically, he's got a podcast. They read books and they talk about books, and then they discuss it.
And we discuss it and relate it to every day.
Literacy.
That's what I'm saying. It's different types of books, and it's all to do with kind of enhancing life skills and enhancing yourself. And I've lost the term. I'll catchphrase.
No problem.
But never mind.
But it's really good, guys. Please go and check it out. Support them. Give them a follow. And Simon would be good to come on your book. Obviously, he just dropped his book, so hopefully, Simon, if you see this as well,
we'd be happy to review the book, man.
Maybe you could get him on the show, talk about his book and stuff like that. That'd be sick. But yeah, that was the episode, guys, and yeah, that's it.
Bomboka!
See you guys later, man.